Charles, what's up, Charles? He says, was approached by a new web developer and getting some website work done. Is there any cool Ninja on-page stuff that can be added to the theme to help out SEO efforts? Thanks in advance. Cool Ninja on-page stuff. Well, schema, if you do schema right. Adam, I don't know if you have Rob's course link available, but Rob's
let me grab that
course for schema tech. He's got the most thorough schema training that I've ever seen. And that's no bullshit, guys. Not just because he's associated with us, but that's the truth. Like it's crazy. It is so in depth. I haven't even implemented all the stuff that he's taught because it is so in depth. But the thing is, Charles, you can do schemas like everyone else does. And basically you're just kind of right in the middle of the crowd with everyone else because everyone is using schema now, or most businesses or most websites have schema on them, but they have just really basic type of schema. When you get into the more advanced schema, that's one of the things that you can do like on page that is ninja, right? Because if you have more advanced schema, they call it, Rob calls it node referencing and that sort of thing, then that's one that can be a huge boost. Also, like I just mentioned, inlinks.net is a great tool for kind of advanced internal linking in an automated way with just adding a piece of JavaScript to the header of the site. It's great. It will actually, it's kind of NLP algorithm, natural language processing algorithm is very, it's very sensitive. In other words, it's very aggressive. It pulls like where you can analyze or audit pages and posts on your site, and it will pull back all of the things that it has determined could be considered as entities on the page. And then you can like assign specific entities, and you can do it with more than one to each one of the pages. And then the internal linking throughout, it will find opportunities within your site that will automatically link to the pages using varied anchor text internally to link to the site that, for any time like an entity is mentioned in any one of the other pages or posts on the site, it will link to that page that was assigned or designated with that for that entity, if that makes sense. So that's something that, I like. There's also some automated schema in links.net, which will do like FAQ schema and some other stuff. I'm not crazy about that though, because if I'm adding schema manually to each page, which I tend to do, then it can conflict with that. So I don't like to use the automated schema. Although if you don't know what you're doing, it's great because it will automate adding schema to pages like FAQ stuff and all that. But you can turn those options on and off. But that's something that, again, that's an external application, but it works really, really well to help get your on page correct. And especially if you have any sites that are larger or have a lot of internal pages and stuff, it's very difficult to go through all those and do that manually. Whereas with the inlinks internal linking function, it will automatically do everything for you. And it does it rather quickly, and you don't even have to think about it. And what I love about it, like I said, is it varies the the anchor text, even for the internal link, so that it's not always just hammering a specific page with the same keyword. It will take longer versions of it. It will take close variant versions of it, of the keyword itself, and use that as a linking opportunity. So it's a pretty powerful thing to, especially like I said, if you've got a lot of posts and or pages on the site, a lot of content, it's hard to do that manually. Whereas a tool like Inlinks will automate that for you. It's probably one of the best internal linking things I've ever come across. So I would take a look at that. Okay. A couple other things, I've tested this recently and I've had some pretty good results with speeding up a site. I know, that's not a major ranking factor, but I have seen a little bit of a boost on some of the sites that were slower just by increasing, decreasing page load times. So increasing the speed of the site. I've actually seen a little bit of a boost from that, which is, kind of interesting because I know you can still have a slow site and rank, but I know that some of my sites had some issues, and I recently had gone through a course on how to do some page speed stuff, and I was able to get the page speed increased, or, the load time decreased considerably on my own. But then I ended up, I use WPX hosting almost exclusively now. And they have a service where they will do like speed up your site for you. And they'll do it, I think, free for one site per hosting account. And then every time thereafter, you have to pay for it. but I found it to be quite good. Like I've gotten a significant increase in speed, so decrease in page load times from having them do it. And I actually saw a bit of a boost from that in organic SERPs, which was pretty interesting. It took about 2 weeks from the time that they completed it before I saw a boost, but I actually saw a jump from that. And at least I'm attributing it to that because I wasn't doing much else to it at that point. So I have a feeling that that's what it was. So you might want to check into that as well, Charles.